Good day everyone, welcome to Vario's Kitchen channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to make colorful cake recipe. Here are my ingredients. I am using 1500 grams of butter, but into my mixer, because it's a smaller mix, I'm going to be adding 1000 grams. And the total sugar I'll be needing for this particular recipe is 900 grams, but for the first stage I will be adding 600 grams. Now the secret of this recipe is to make sure that your buttercream is well mixed. When you talk about being fluffy, for every 10 minutes scrape down the sides of your pan, mix again until 3 times, making a total of 30 minutes creaming, until the butter is very soft and light in yellow color. You have not gotten the right consistency for your creaming. Now continue creaming your butter until the 3rd time for 30 minutes and you are good to go. Now you can see, scrape down the sides, mix again, continue until the consistency is right. I'm trying to make sure that everything that is by the side of the pan comes out and is well mixed. So you can see I'm mixing it again. While that is going on, I want to be sieving my flour. I'm removing the first one, which is the 1000 grams of butter, and I'm going to be adding the second stage, which is the 500 grams, making the total butter 1500 grams of butter. So for this 500 grams, I will be adding my 300 grams of sugar, which makes the total sugar 900 grams. Repeat the same method of creaming until it is very light and fluffy. When I mean the same method, I mean scraping down, creaming times 3 times. Cream it up to 30 minutes and you are good to go. Now transfer all the butter to a bigger bowl where every other ingredients will be able to mix without pouring away. Now my butter has now finally mixed very well. I'm now going to pour the 500 grams again into the bigger bowl, mixing the two together. Next thing is to whip your 30 pieces of eggs, which is a crate of egg. Don't over mix, just whisk it a little and then begin to pour into your batter, your creamed butter and sugar. And now continue mixing. Although eggs are not easily well mixed with creamed butter and sugar, but anyhow, you will try as much as possible to just mix it in. Then gradually add your milk emulsion. I'm adding for this particular recipe 2 tablespoons. And then your exotic milk, I'm adding 1 tablespoon. Now my total flour for this recipe is 1500, which makes it equal with that of the butter. Mix gradually, folding in. Make sure you don't over mix for you to get a very fine and fluffy cake. Gradually mix until everything is added. Next, I remain the smaller flour from that 1500 in order to mix in my baking powder. Now baking powder has to be mixed with flour so that you will be sure that it's well circulated. If you decide to pour it, there is this belief that it may not really go around your mixture, thereby causing some parts of the batter to be bitter. Now sieve the baking powder in case there is lumps, mix it with the remaining flour and then add to the batter. Remember, there is no extra flour. Every flour I'm using is 1500 grams. I only remained a little to mix in my baking powder. Mix until everything is well incorporated. Next, because I am making a colorful cake, I'm going to be splitting the batter into 3 bowls. The first bowl, I will be mixing my brandy and my red food color, my red velvet color, into it. Mixing the brandy and the red velvet color together. Although I'm not going to use everything that I mix, I just add a little at a time. As soon as it gives me the texture and the color I wanted, I will stop. So for this lighter color, I am using that red food color. So that is a brandy and red food color. That's my brandy. I am measuring half cup into the bowl, and I am adding 1 teaspoon of red food color. I do not want this cake to turn to pure red. I needed something like pink, a lighter pink. So I'm using my red to achieve that. And that's why I must not add all the color that I mix with the brandy. Now add the colors gradually to the batter and begin to mix. As soon as it gives you the color, you stop. Except where you needed red, then you can add all. Now outside the camera, I added half cup of brandy into each separate batter that I divided in order to preserve it a little. Now mix until everything is well mixed and then set aside. The same goes to the next one I'm going to be mixing. I'm going to be mixing with my brownie. Let's say I added 2 tablespoons somehow because I didn't want it to be too brownish. You can just make a guess and let it give you whatever color that you wanted. Now for this cake, I am going to be using 3 6-inch pan and 4 10-inch pan to bake it, making my total pans to be 7. Please, after this baking, you click to the next video to see how I made my sharp edge using the cakes that I baked out of this batter. So after this, now it goes into the pan and next into the oven and bake until when you insert the skewer into the middle, it comes out clean. Know that your batter is ready. I've already showed you how to pour it into prepared pans into my other cakes, so I didn't want to go into that right now to make the video a little bit short. So here is the final result. Isn't this beautiful? Watch the next video. Please subscribe. Please give me likes. Bye.